Well, turns out I don't know what I'm doing. Um, so I was probably at like a little bit below 40%, maybe like 40% state of charge. So still plenty, still should be plenty enough to make like a 8 mile run to the dollar store. Um, so I was halfway there, and then the voltage seems to be dropping a little bit, and all of a sudden it cut off, and the voltage showed 22 or 23 volts or something like that, which is basically the voltage of that pack. So, and I tried disconnecting and connecting it again a couple times, and it wouldn't work. So I took it, I pedaled back home, and then I checked the voltage of one of the packs. It seemed fine, and the other one was reading pretty much no voltage whatsoever. It's like 2.3 volts or something like that. So then I had to take apart all the cells and take off all the BMS wirings. So it looks like I don't know what I'm doing, or something else is going on that I'm just not aware of. So two of these packs were at 3.03 volts or near, so basically at low voltage cutoff. So it was good that the BMS cut them off, but yeah, so I don't understand what's going on with these two cells, and also with the BMS. So shouldn't a BMS like, you know, balance? I know that most BMS's balances when it charges. It's been a while since I charged the bike because, obviously I switched over last weekend. But even then, it should not be this far apart, like 3 volts. And even here, like maybe I'm not measuring it correct. 3.37. This one is 3.33. Like, there's a point 5.06 variance between this cell and this cell. So it seemed to me like it's not balancing. And the other thing is, even if it's not balancing, how did this one get so far off? So I'm either like, I don't know, either there's two possibilities. The cells, these cells could not be good, which is surprising because they're LG cells. And two, I'm either I wired the BMS incorrectly, so it was draining this one and trying to, I don't know, maybe keep those other two higher, and it was just draining this one to balance that other one. I don't know, but still, it should not have done that, and so I don't know what's going on. This is really frustrating. I definitely do not know what I'm doing. I admit I don't know what I'm doing. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just create this battery such that it is not, what's the word for it? So that there's no BMS on there, and I'm just going to self-balance the cells myself. And it's really funny how I'm doing this. This is actually really bad, do not do this. This is a 5 volt charger, or the AC power supply, and so I just have positive and negative. I'm just hooking up here. So I brought this 3.03 cell, these cells in parallel that are wired in parallel here. I brought it up to 3.2. So I'm going to bring it back up to 3.39. So all these will be at 3.39. And then I'm just going to wire them all together while BMS. And I'm going to create a protective harness such that I don't need to tape up these cells. So I can always just quickly check the cells, hopefully on the bike, if something's wrong with the cells. So I'll probably use some type of foam styroboard, foam board enclosure, just to enclose these cells so that they never short each other. That seems kind of dangerous, but there's no other way to do it. I mean, it's gonna be such that every single week or maybe every single month I'm gonna have to take them off and check the cells. It's and we have about a month and a half left, so it's not like I'm right at the end of it, and I'll just like, okay, I'll just figure it out next season. There's still a good amount of riding left to do, and I haven't even done a far ride yet. So I think that's what I'm gonna do over the next. I'm gonna take it easy a little bit, slow down. So basically, the bike is definitely gonna be out of commission for at least a week. I'm gonna get all these cells to 3.39, and then just wire them all together. And afterwards, I'm going to take that cell apart and check to see if the cells are balanced. because, you know, if they're not balanced like this, okay, say they were not balanced like this and now it's charging to full, right? It's gonna charge one of these over, right? Because it's gonna take a look at this one, which is lower, and average it out of all those, and this one is gonna go up to above 4.2 volts, and that's dangerous, right? So, I need to check that one too to see if the BMS is working. Did I get a bad BMS? Before when I was on the 4S system, what I did was especially for the cell that was bad, I would just take it out and then I would check one of the cells and multiply that by 4. And if it's, exactly what it is supposed to be, then yeah, then everything's fine with it. But if it's not, then you can tell that something's off. Um, Here I might do the same thing because if one cell is at, for example, 3.39, and I multiply that by, no, that actually, I think I need to take everything. Yeah, that's gonna be a really big hassle. I'm not sure why this BMS is not working. It's completely confusing to me. I'm pretty sure I wired it correctly, where, obviously, positive lead versus positive, second positive, third positive, fourth positive, fifth positive, sixth positive, seventh positive, and then the negative balance leads to the negative, and then that negative wires back to the negative B on the BMS, and the positive P, the P negative, power negative, coming off of BMS is your negative. So I'm pretty sure I'm doing that correctly. So I don't know what's going on. But yeah, definitely I don't know what's going on. So I'm gonna take it slow to make sure I don't make any stupid mistakes.